Hello everybody and welcome to Higurashi When They Cry GO! Episode 7 anime review. This episode, it was back to the relative things of like, yeah, there's lots of little differences and then, oh my god, Rika, are you okay, girl? Do you need to have a Snickers because you're not yourself when you're hungry? But no, genuinely, kind of freaky deaky. That was probably the freakiest and most like, oh, it got me, in this whole series so far. Just creepy Rika with her goddamn creepy eyes and her emotionless. She's creepy, damn it. Like, she's great, but damn it, girl. I imagine people that don't know what exactly is going on are gonna be like, what the heck's up with Rika? She's been like possessed by the devil. Which, hey, might be true. It probably isn't true, but it might be true, who knows. But anyway, let's get on with the episode and see exactly how everything went down. And do this thing. We pick up where we left off at the end of last week's episode with Keiichi and Shion and the other one, Takano, checking out the shed. Keiichi switches on the light. There's an Oyashiro-sama statue there, which is kind of freaky deaky. At first I thought, because at the first they didn't show all the tools on the wall, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess Rika actually did clean up and move them somewhere. But no, they're all still there in their great glory. They never said they were torture equipment in this one. I'm pretty sure, that would be my first thought. If I saw all that in a room, I'd be like, bloody hell, somebody died here. At least one person. Probably a lot. Takano then begins telling the story of the old Hinamizawa. It had a different name. I forgot what the different name was, which is less than good. It's story time with Takano there, everyone. Pull up your covers, get into bed, get nice and cozy. Mama Takano is here to tell you a bedtime story, so you shut up and listen to Mama Takano. Basically, demons rose out of the swamp and started killing people. That's not great. Then Oyashiro-sama showed up and the demons are like, oh, you're pretty cool, so we'll be nice now. So he gave them human forms, and then so they started living in with the villagers regularly, and presumably they started shagging and stuff because demon blood got mixed in with the regular old blood. And then, because that right, villagers, now they're part demon, they got a hunger for human flesh. So what do? They go to kidnap people from other villages to eat them. As an Oyashiro-sama this time, he's alright with it. He's like, yep, alright, I'll pick that one, go and get that one and bring him here, and then we'll have a big old feast. We'll be great. Turns out the Watanagashi festival, I hope I said that right, was originally for the human sacrifice and the entrails, because wata also means entrails as well as cotton. Good old Japan with their multiple meanings to one word, like in completely different directions. I know like English words are like that as well, but in Japan I feel like there's a big difference between like, I can't think of a word right now, like read, like to read, or like a read of stuff, and then you got like, it either means cotton or entrails, I feel like it's a little bit different. Maybe that's just me. After this story, Keiichi starts freaking out. He's like, I'm freaking out, man! And, Takano's basically like, yes, the tools around here are they're cooking. They're for cooking people, which is great. This is kind of weird, though, because in the original, I don't think they made any reference to the human, like, them eating people. They definitely said that, like, there was human sacrifices. But I don't think they ever brought eating them into it. I don't know if that's just new or if that was something that was cut from the original. Seems like that could be something that was just cut from the original and, is in the visual novel. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I've not actually read the visual novel. Does that make me bad? Does that make me a bad fan? Oh well, I'll get round to it eventually. Then Shion breaks Oyashiro-sama's head off. It just falls off and into two pieces. Turns out, though, it was actually already broken, which is kind of weird. I feel like that might be that's either related to a thing we already know about from the original. If you haven't seen the original, you don't know about it, but it's either related to that or it's a new thing. I'm leaning towards it's a new thing because, then we see inside the head and there's like a little indentation for something to go in. Takano sees it, so I'm wondering if that's related to something. That's definitely new. I don't remember the head falling off in the original. And it looked like it split off. It was meant to. Like it was, the way it folded in half, it was like, yeah, it's meant to happen like that. So I feel like there's something there. I feel like that's new. I could swear that's new. Tomitake comes in after that and just to be like, what the heck was all that? It's all good though. Nothing. They fixed it. You know, it's not irreplaceable. It's like one of them action figures that you can change the heads on. Not an action figure. An Nendoroid. You can do that. I don't own any Nendoroids, so I don't know. Takano then takes pictures inside while the others wait outside. She comes out and says she definitely didn't take anything. And I'm just sitting here like, yes, you did. Yes, you did take something. Was it the head? She might have took the head because she wants to find out what goes in the head. The brain, probably. You got to find the brain piece. You find the red key card. First, you got to go through the blue key door. You know, it's like Resident Evil, the older ones. Yeah. After that, they go their separate ways. Takano pouts at the kids because she's like, I want to spend time with my man, and I do not want to double date with you two. So you need to skedaddle, basically. And they're like, you know what? Fair enough. We're off. Shion tells Keiichi, don't tell anyone about tonight. And at first it's like, haha, yeah, because I ditched my friends to hang out with a girl. And then she's like, no, seriously, we did something illegal. We broke into a shed, and we might get murdered by Oyashiro-sama. That's pretty bad. I'm just kidding though. Hey, bye. And it's like, Shion, why are you leaving Keiichi on that? You know, it was like, you know, we did something very illegal. You know, we might die, but bye then. I'm joking, by the way. See ya. And it's like, Shion, what are you doing? You're scaring the poor lad. Obviously you're scaring the poor lad. I would be scared if I was Keiichi, so yeah, scared Keiichi. He's not scared for too long though because he gets glomped by Rika. She literally jump hugs him and it's just like out of nowhere. That could have not been Rika, that could have just been some random stranger, you know. Yeah, she glomps Keiichi and he's like, yeah, no, I watched your dance, you did great, no mistakes at all. And then she starts feeling bad. Now at first, it seemed like she was feeling bad because you know, she did actually make a mistake, but nobody noticed it. So, well, not many people noticed it, but Rika knew it. So, you know, Keiichi noticed it, so it's like that. But, and actually, in thinking about it after the end of this week's episode, it's very clear that the reason she had all the downcast look on her face is because she knew, oh crap, he went inside the shed. Well, we're all gonna die now. You've buggered it up, Keiichi. Thanks a lot. That's pretty obvious what it actually is, in my opinion. I could be wrong. You know, I'm saying it's obvious. I could be completely wrong. Mion then drags Keiichi away to go to the cotton drifting, I think it was, and asks, hey, did you run into Shion anywhere? And he's like, I might have seen her somewhere. And he's like, yeah, it might have been you though. And she's like, yeah, but we wear our hair differently and we wear different clothes though. She might not mention the hair, which I feel like is something you should definitely mention. And she's like, but we do wear different clothes. And Keiichi's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Keiichi's just the least convincing person ever here, by the way. Like, if you're going to lie with some gusto, is basically what I'm going to say. Then she asks if he's seen the other two, Takano and Tomitake. By the way, word gets around really quick. Like, they've literally, like, not even an hour since they left the storeroom, and Mion's already heard. I you know, like, it makes sense, considering what we heard with Oishi a bit later on, which I'll get to. But it's still pretty weird. He's really unconvincing with his lying, though, as I was saying. But she's like, fine, then, I'll believe you. And it's like, no, you don't, Mion. You don't believe him. You're smarter than that, Mion. You're way smarter than that. I really don't know how this arc's going to end, though. Like, I should have mentioned this at the end, really, but I'm going to mention it now, because why not? No idea how it's going to differ from the original. Like, the first arc was 4 episodes. If this one wraps up in 4 episodes, I'll be amazed. Like, unless something drastically different happens. But that's what we got to find out. But what happened the rest of this episode? Weird little... I felt like it should have been at the end, but I did it now. So there. Oishi is waiting for Keiichi at his house. Basically tells him, hey, you know that Papa Sonozaki is a mafia boss? No, a Yakuza boss, which is like the mafia. It's similar. And he's like, whoa, no. And he's like, yeah, Mion could kill someone if she wanted to. And Keiichi's like, cool, but she wouldn't do that. She's my friend. And I'm like, got that feeling? No, she won't kill anyone. I think it's a red herring. Oishi's saying that so that Keiichi and us will be suspicious of Mion, when actually I think Mion will be good. That's what I'm reckoning. Anyway. He also asks Keiichi, have you seen Takano and Tomitake? And he's like, no, that's kind of weird. But then, as he leaves, Oishi was like, you guys were having a good time on those steps earlier. Mohaha. And Keiichi's like, sugar. He knows. I almost swore then, wouldn't have been good. So, I mean, Oishi at least knows that they were on the steps. He might not know that they, broke into the storehouse and everything, and broke the guardian deity's head. I know it was already broken, but I'm going to say that they broke it, Who who can say? Oishi is on. They're looking mighty suspicious right now, even if they didn't actually do anything. But they're looking suspicious, and that's the important thing here. Keiichi gets a phone call from your best girl Shion, basically to say, hey, you didn't get in trouble with Mion, did you? He's like, no, she bought my totally believable lie. And it's like, no, she didn't, Keiichi, you idiot. She let you get away, you know. She didn't believe you. You exist because she allows it, basically. She goes through what they both did, which is kind of weird. Made me think maybe it was the other twin. Because, like, she's like, okay, we did this, we did this, we did this, right? Like, very specifically. And I'm like, that's suspicious. But I don't actually think it's the other twin. I think she's just, you know, going through it. Both Takano and Tomitake are missing, which is weird and interesting. So I don't remember this next part in the original either. So apparently they stole one of the festival vehicles and then left the village in a hurry. So apparently they got out of the village, which is, I don't remember that in the original. And again, they're both missing like the first arc, as opposed to in the original where Tomitake was found dead every time, I do believe. And Takano was found some of the time. Basically, we're next, because we're going to get Oyashiro Samad. That's not good, Keiichi. And then Keiichi starts freaking out, because of course he does. He's just been told he's either going to die or go missing, which is basically dying. So, not good for Keiichi. He freaks out, blames Shion, and I feel like it was a bit uncalled for, but he wasn't completely in the wrong. Like, it was kind of Shion's fault, but Keiichi, you could have said no, you know. Cute girl tells you to go in a shed. I get it. You don't want to say no, but just say no, I think is where we're at now. She hangs up because she doesn't want to listen to Keiichi berating her for 10 minutes. And then he's all worried. He curls up into a ball. He's like, I'm scared. And he is scared because he doesn't want to get Oyashiro Samad. That would not be good for him. The next morning, he's barely slept because of course he's not. You know, he's been told he might be getting Oyashiro Samad. I don't know why I'm using that as a verb now, but I think we're going to do that. That's a thing. Mion also didn't sleep much, apparently. Why did she not sleep much? Was she also worried about getting Oyashiro Samad? Not exactly. So the mayor of the town is also missing for some reason. Mayor, I forget his name, is missing. And Keiichi's just sitting on the steps thinking, like, why was the mayor taken, though? That's kind of weird. He wasn't in the shed with us, or was he? Was the mayor Oyashiro Samad the whole time? Plot twist. No, he wasn't. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And then Rika shows up and is like, did you do something bad, Keiichi? And then Keiichi's like, well, there's these kitties that broke into the specific ritual shed, and yeah, they did bad. They broke a head. It wasn't good, these kitties. So what should the other two kitties do to avoid not getting killed? And Rika's just like, you know, I'm so sick of this crap, man. She fully like flips into deep voice Rika. Does it have a name? Like Dark Rika? I'm gonna call it Dark Rika because that makes more sense. Although dark implies evil, and she's not exactly evil. She's just fed up with all the crap. She's just like, I can't believe you would tell me it like this, man. Like, it's so stupid. Like, if I remember right in the original, he says it similarly with the kitties, and she like plays along. But this Rika has got no time for that. She's like, all right, well, we messed up. Guess I'll just wait. Guess I'll die, basically. She does the guess I'll die meme. Because it's like, well, this world's finished. All you had to do was watch me do my dance, Keiichi. But instead, you messed up. You did all this bad stuff. What are we going to do now? It says that both Takano and Tomitake are dead. But she does say it's weird they haven't found Tomitake's body. I don't think they are dead. Like, I think she's wrong here. I think she's just saying that based on her previous experiences. And she doesn't actually have any proof that in this timeline that they're actually dead. She's just assuming, because every other timeline they were kind of dead. But yeah, that's kind of weird. She also says, hey, Shion's still alive, but that might not bode well for you. Again, think she's wrong. Maybe. That one she might be right about. But I'm curious to see how it happens, you know, but now that Rika's basically given up at this point on the, well, she's given up on this world. She's like, God damn it. It's like, it's more annoyed than anything. She's like, you messed it up, Keiichi. What have you done? It's not great. Next time you flip and grab him by the hand, you say, Keiichi, this is your VIP seat. You don't leave the seat. You don't get popcorn. You don't get a hot dog. You sit down and you watch the dance. What was I saying? I've completely derailed myself. I love Dark Rika. She's so good. She's really This was also really creepy when it like showed her eyes and everything. Like, hang on, oh, my chair's in the way. Just realised my chair was in the way. How do you can see what's going on back there. You can see Dark Rika. It's cool. I was gonna just move so you could see, but you can see it's cool. I probably also leaned the wrong way, but that's besides the point. Anyway, while Keiichi has kind of been like, what the heck's happened to Rika? Satoko shows up and is like, hey, you want to play Super Extreme Ultra Volleyball Alpha Remake Plus Dodgeball? It's a great game that we came up with. It's like Dodgeball, but you die if you get hit by the ball. And Keiichi's like, and then Rika's back to normal Rika. She's like, you should go play, Keiichi. And Keiichi's just like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. You scare me, Rika. You scare me a lot. But yeah, that was where we ended the episode. It was, like I said, it was mostly the same as the original, but there were some little differences all over the place. And then Rika's little freak out happened, which is exciting. I wonder how long before Rika, takes more of a center stage. I'm going to guess around the halfway point, because the way this is sort of like the second arc, as I said. I think we're going to get one that's sort of like the third arc as well. And then I think things will kick into high gear with Rika taking center stage and doing cool things, maybe. I don't really know, but that's kind of how I see it going. Maybe that'll be more original, like as opposed to just sort of a remake, but not exactly. Not too sure though. But I don't even know how this timeline's gonna. I said earlier, I don't know how this timeline's gonna play out. Presumably, it's all gonna go wrong, like Rika said. But the question is, how is it all gonna go wrong? Imagine if she's wrong completely, and it's like, no, this is the perfect timeline. Everyone wins. Don't think that's gonna happen though. Don't think about that. Don't know why Tomitake and Takano, they said they were out in a hurry because they felt threatened, but they escaped. Like, that's what they said. They said they escaped out of the city limits, so they might be fine. I don't know. I'm really curious though, that's for sure. What was my favourite part of the episode? That's something I know you're curious about. Maybe not, but I'm going to tell you anyway in just a sec. So yes, my favourite part is obviously the Rika freak out at the end, because it came sort of out of nowhere. Like when it flipped to Dark Rika and she was like, I can't believe you've done this. And I was like, oh yes, here we go. Because I knew that was different. Because I don't think in the original Dark Rika showed up for a while. Like end of season 1 maybe? Or am I forgetting? Oh no, there was the knife bit. Yeah, no, I remember though. She was there for that too. But yeah, looking forward to seeing exactly how this plays out. I don't have much else to add on the Dark Rika bit, because I said or talked about it a load already. It was creepy. It was the creepiest I think this series has gotten. Creepiest. Obviously the stabbing was pretty bad too, but that wasn't really creepy. That was just, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But no, that was creepy. I don't know if I like the red eyes or if I think they're a bit too on the nose. I think they've worked here, like unless they mean something completely different that we don't know yet. But I think it's just for creepy Rika. Krika. No, it was bad. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. Leave a comment telling me how you think. Did I miss anything else that was slightly different? Am I an idiot and things actually weren't that different? Let me know what you think is going to happen in this arc and maybe the show as a whole too. That'd be fun. Let's just do that in the comments. Let me know. I'll see you next week for another episode of this. That was hard to say. Take care and bye, guys.